Look at those power outages this morning, starting here in Arkansas, Crawford County. That's our biggest number this morning, a little over 700 folks without power as they're waking up today. Madison County down to 34, Washington County 88. Now our folks there in Oklahoma, Sequoia County 3, LaFleur County 255. So keeping an eye on those outages.
Sebastian County's just went up, Joe. Was just looking at that. They're up to 278 now. So that one went up too.
Yeah, it's a little bit more than what they were earlier. Let's take a look at some of that hail video we were talking about at the top of the show. I-49 going north there in Chester. That's it right there. A lot of lightning, some hail. That is my car. And I looked at it. I don't think there's any damage, but I got to get a better look when it's daylight.
Oh, for sure. And this is always so scary when you're driving through something like this because you don't know, when is it going to get bigger or what's next. And you can see where you were no coverings or exits anywhere around.
You hit that spot on I-49, nowhere to get off. You just got to keep going. All right, do you have any damage where you live? We want to see them. Just send them to 479-785-5000. We'll show them right here on 5 News this morning. All right, meanwhile, dangerous storms and tornadoes, large hail tore across the central U.S. overnight.
With storms moving east early this morning, the main threats now are flash flooding and damaging winds. Reed Binion has more.
There it is, right there. This is right here, River Road area.
A massive tornado ripping through the Kankakee, Illinois area Tuesday evening.
Everybody, get in, get downstairs. If you're out here, stay safe. People in their cars are crazy. I'm going downstairs now. Hi, guys.
Part of a widespread outbreak of severe weather tracking across the central U.S. overnight Tuesday into Wednesday. Before that tornado in Kankakee, the same tornadic supercell produced a twister near Pontiac, Illinois. The supercell moved east across towns from central Illinois through northern Indiana.
We have an area that a lot of homes and businesses have been hit. Power lines are down everywhere. Injuries so far have been reported as being minor injuries, but the home damage is pretty significant.
The severe weather also included hail, some of it reportedly more than 5 inches in diameter in Illinois, which could set a new state record. Texas also seeing large hail, some of it reportedly baseball-sized. The Lone Star State also seeing at least 1 tornado and tens of thousands of power outages. I'm Reed Binion reporting.
A Washington County judge will hold a hearing over the lawsuit filed against the Eco Vista landfill in Taneytown. Residents who live nearby filed the lawsuit, claiming no action to control invasive odors that they say disrupts daily life and property values. Documents say the area includes over 2,400 residential households. A hearing will be held at 2 p.m. today, and according to community groups, the judge could decide whether the lawsuit will go to a jury trial. The hearing should last about 2 hours. We'll keep an eye on what happens and bring you the latest right here on 5 News.
Happening today, the Sebastian County Election Commission will actually hold a meeting there to prepare for the primary runoff election on March 31st. Today's meeting, though, will start at noon there at the county courthouse in Fort Smith. Races heading to a runoff include the State House District 46 and 52, which represent parts of Sebastian and counties. Also today, Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders and Turning Point CEO Erica Kirk will make an announcement. They'll be speaking at the governor's mansion at 1 p.m. about bringing the group's chapters into high schools and colleges. Now, if you want to watch that, you can scan this QR code right here. We'll have it streaming live on the 5 News Plus app. The Young Democrats of Arkansas will also hold their own press conference at noon to talk about alternative ways, they say, to engage students. Again, both events will stream live on 5 News Plus.
Well, Northwest Arkansas National Airport is celebrating its new air traffic control tower today. Congressman Steve Womack will be there alongside the administrator of the FAA. The ribbon cutting is set for 1:30. Womack and the FAA administrator will also tour other key locations across Northwest Arkansas and hold a roundtable discussion with airport managers from across the region this evening. Well, the Springdale School Board has voted to move forward with a plan to move students out of Jones Elementary, and they'll be creating the Jones Prep Academy. Those students will move to what they call more modern learning spaces, and they'll be going to different elementary schools, citing declining enrollment and financial pressures. The district is also moving forward with the plan to create the Jones Prep Academy in the current building. It's going to be described as a, quote, center for excellence in student support. District leaders say that the facility will offer a high support environment for students who need help with behavior regulation.
It moves to protect that all of our vital district assets are protected. It saves potentially millions of dollars that we can repurpose and put back into our schools, into our staff members' hands.
The district says the next step is holding community information sessions for families at Jones Elementary.
Well, entertainment company Live Nation announcing plans to bring a new indoor music venue to Bentonville.
Yeah, we first brought you this yesterday morning when it was announced, and they say the plan is to have it located right next to the Momentary. Now, if approved, the Bentonville Ballroom would bring national touring artists, community events, and local performances to the downtown area. Developers estimate the 2,500 capacity venue could generate more than $46 million in economic impact each year, while supporting around 280 jobs.
We know that we've seen that $200 million music industry events happening at the Momentary that are already creating an economic impact. So we want to continue to grow on that and see that happening in the future. And we think we can do that in a partnership with Live Nation.
Well, the city will still have to approve the plans, but Live Nation hopes to have it open by 2028.
Yeah, this comes after Live Nation actually reached a settlement in an antitrust lawsuit earlier this week. The company was sued by the Department of Justice for limiting competition, they say, in the music industry and creating higher ticket prices. Now, that settlement says that Live Nation will have to pay $280 million in penalties and sell at least 13 of its amphitheaters. Multiple states are now continuing their lawsuit in federal court. Arkansas has settled theirs. In new video, U.S. warplanes hit Iranian mine-laying ships.
This comes hours after President Trump posted online that there would be, quote, more to follow. The attacks come as U.S. officials tell CBS News that Iran was preparing to deploy naval mines to the Strait of Hormuz, a key shipping route where roughly 20% of the world's oil passes through. Iran has threatened to stop oil from leaving the Gulf.
President Trump will not allow rogue Iranian terrorists to stop the freedom of navigation and the free flow of energy.
Overnight, the Pentagon reported 140 U.S. troops injured, 8 severely, in addition to the 7 killed since the war began. CBS News also learns that weapons and ammo used in just the first 2 days cost $5.6 billion. Meanwhile, prices at the pump also continue to rise here in the U.S. as part of the fallout from the war. AAA says the average price of a gallon of regular unleaded gas was $3.54 yesterday. That's another 5-cent jump from the day before.